Fuck. Oh, I'm rushing it. I'm rushing it. Just gotta breathe. Slow down. I don't know if I brought this up before, but I think the dorm issue's been resolved. Somewhat, at least. I, reached out via email. And got a response not that long after. Because I sent the email today, and then it was just a couple of hours ago, I think, that I got the response. Sadly, because I'm so close to graduating, I didn't want to change any of the official records, so they couldn't extend to me the choice of having a more gender-neutral roommate. Because I would much prefer that, because I don't want to make any girl feel uncomfortable with the way I look exteriorly. And I don't feel comfortable coming out to a cis guy right now. Like a cis male stranger. Like, I'd rather have a gauge on their sort of stance on this kind of stuff before I come out to them. Because it's really terrifying. Too fast. Would you look at that? I'm trying also a slightly deeper version of the voice that I had before, because the way it felt before, and I don't know if this is actually any deeper, but it felt like transitioning out from the voice I had to my old voice, which I currently have to do, or at least I feel I have to do to make my mom feel comfortable. I needed that dash. Fuck. But yeah, I couldn't tell if it was the voice that was steadily hurting my throat and then talking normal made it feel fine again, or if it was that going back to my normal voice, my throat wasn't particularly comfortable with that for some reason, so it hurt to go back. It's really hard to tell since I'm switching so frequently. I'm hoping it's the latter. But this is sort of a test to see if it is, in fact, the latter. Because if it's not, then this should fix it. And hopefully I like this voice too. I don't feel like I'm particularly picky about it, I want to sound passing, I guess. Which means I probably won't get my face back from the demons for a while. Because I'm really sort of self-conscious about how my look will affect the way people perceive my voice. Come on, man. But yeah. I emailed the housing office, and thankfully there is an option for not having any roommates in some specific type of room. So I think they're going to prioritize me for that option, which I'm really kind of happy about. I mean, I am somewhat going to be missing out on the social aspect of having a roommate, and that's certainly not ideal, especially for a college student, but it just means I'll have to work harder at making friends, and since I can feel sort of more confident about myself, I don't think that'll be too much of a problem now. I just sort of have to pick and choose who I share this part of myself with. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the channel. I know it's not super popular to be trans right now. Even from other trans people, they'll just call you a trender or something. Thankfully, I haven't had that experience personally, but I've heard about other people having that. Too fast again. Too furious, too. I'm so angry. I hope when I legitimately get mad, I don't slip back into my old voice. Imagine how jarring that would be. But yeah, the lady on the email even asked me what my preferred pronouns were. It was really nice to get that sort of reception. I keep fearing the worst, and I suppose that is a survival technique, but it's also a really stressful way to live. Son of a bitch. Fuck. It doesn't feel any different though, like the whole voice thing. I mean, I feel like I'm quieter. I should probably work on using my diaphragm a little more so that you can hear me better. Which realistically shouldn't affect the way that I sound other than how loud I am. Hup. Shit. Thankfully I was able to pick that up from theater. Too early. Still too early. Shit, come on. I kind of want to do it this month since it is Pride Month, and I don't feel like there's anything to be ashamed of inherently. And I suppose coming out while the channel's so small, I don't have a whole lot to lose. And it does sort of set the tone to cultivate the appropriate audience that I want. But it also is going to open me up to when people discover me, sort of you know, I guess bully me. I can't think of a better word. I don't want to use that word necessarily. I don't... Because it feels like using those, I don't want to say picking up a victim mentality, because that's not what it's about, especially since it's sort of a legitimate thing that trans people are mistreated a lot of the times. Oh, crap. This is just gonna be a random vlog about my concerns. At this rate. Come on. I'm so rusty. Shit. I don't want to make this video too super long either, because I have to edit it real quick. I think we'll go until the timer hits 15, which will be a little bit after a little bit before 15 minutes in the actual video. Come on, man. Come on. That was just bad. Hup. Shit. Crap. I'm a little distracted. My friend just texted me back. She's the one who encouraged me to reach out to them in the first place. Come on. I think I'm just too tense. I did want to do this today. Have you guys seen the Celeste Twitter? I guess there would be no way to jump off that wall while not hitting my head on the ceiling, huh? But on the Celeste Twitter, there was this really cool picture. I advise you go check it out. Follow them too, why not? I don't use my Twitter. I really should though. Shit. Come on, man. I just wish I could live my life without people being such assholes. And that's really my only concern. And no one's been an asshole to me about it, really, in my opinion. It's just I'm afraid if I put myself out there, they're going to, and I don't know how I'm gonna react to it. It's the first time in my entire life that I feel like I really get myself, and to have that called into question. Up and right. It's just scary, man. Because what if I'm wrong? What if I'm not actually trans? What would that mean about this sort of life I found in myself through this? It would be wrong to act on it as if I was, if I truly wasn't. And that's certainly not the argument any of the people who are going to be assholes about it are going to be making. That thought just scares me, though. The thought of not being Mika. So, let's actually take a look here. I think I have to grab above the spring and then fall down a little later so that I can wave dash off of the pink block and grab that double dash. I think I might be able to skip the yellow block entirely, depending on the timing of it. Might just be able to fall down and then dash straight through that blue spiky block all the way to the blue spring, and hopefully that'll be enough to get me across. I'm almost there. I want to make it, but I'm not certain I can, and I certainly don't think I have the time. And I think it is the voice hurting my throat. It's a little tight in there right now. So I need to find a different voice then. Or find what's going wrong with this one. Is this the same voice though? What if I try to make it a little lower? Sort of a conscious effort to keep it in a range that is viable to me, especially since this higher one has become such second nature. I think I'll have to sign off here. Maybe drink some honey lemon tea while I try to catch a firefly. I hope you enjoy your Pride Month. I'll still be here trying to do this, so if you ever want to swing by and listen to me ramble on about how I'm doing, I'll be here for it. But if you watch the Batman Arkham Knight series, I'll have a very different voice, so just be aware of that. Also, it might not be available in your region because Warner Brothers owns the music and they're very upset with me uploading it. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves, and tomorrow's another day. I hope to see you then. Bye.